In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Virginia Tech Hokies taking on the winners of 8 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with... They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got his man. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Running back searching for a hole. And the Tar Heels will have a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give on the inside. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy to the ground.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it into the end zone. And he intercepts it.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the open.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got the quick pass. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Discards a man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Give to the fullback. Plows through the defense. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Little touch pass to the receiver. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the ease.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of it.
A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pitch. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Now facing a third and long. They'll go to the ground. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Pickup of 5. Fourth down coming up.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. He's got his man across the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. A new set of downs after the completion. Complete to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to move it through the air. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the touchdown Tar Heels? And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They've got the lead. Offense set on first down. Handoff from the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get him corralled and down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The offense set for a first down play. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking deep down the right side. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
What a great call on defense. Perfect coverage for what the offense had dialed up. They're able to get the pick, and now they set their offense.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.